Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your January 2020 channeled angel messages. As always, I am going to be providing oracle cards for you to focus on visually while I am channeling. You will hear me with the bells. The bells help me to channel. So when I channel, I step aside. I let the archangels come through and deliver messages. And so even though it's my voice, it's me, but it's not me with the messages. So without further ado, my dears, I'm going to step aside here. I'm going to let the archangels come in for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for January 2020, please. Dear Cancer, we come to you with this message at this time, asking you to pay close attention to the song that you are playing in your head at the present moment. Who and what are you allowing yourself to be focused upon? What are you saying to yourself about yourself at this time? Cancer, you will be approaching a period in the coming months where you will be manifesting rapidly. You will be manifesting at rates quicker than you've experienced in the past. Many energies are shifting, many doors are opening. So we ask that you take advantage of this time now to begin regulating your thoughts, to begin regulating your reactions to situations, because this will make the difference of whether you are staying on your path, moving towards what you wish and what you desire, or if you are manifesting and creating your fear. We wish for you to manifest joy. We wish for you to manifest abundance and love. Cancer, some of you have spent far too much time allowing yourself to place others on a pedestal. This is no longer serving you. Perhaps it served you at some time, because it kept you feeling safe. It kept you feeling that if you were to place someone above you, you would not draw attention to yourself. You would appease them. You would keep them happy so they would be less critical towards you. Maybe there was a time in which you had to, or you felt that you had to, give up your power for survival. But this is no longer that time. Pay attention to how you are valuing yourself, to how you are presenting yourself. Pay attention to ways in which you may behave or speak or act as if you are to take the back seat, or as if you are to place others ahead of you. You may know, Cancer, that all people are equal. You may know that no one is above another. It is time for you to begin acting and realizing that you are included in this. No one is above you. There is no need to take the back seat. There is no need to place someone else above you. There is no need to dismiss your praise that you deserve. And Cancer, some of you may find yourself receiving more praise than usual, more compliments than usual, more attention than usual. We are attempting to assist you to receive, to accept, to say, yes, these things are true. To say, yes, I deserve this credit. We ask that you pay attention to where your focus is, to who your focus is on. And we ask that you focus more on yourself and less on others. We ask that you focus more on what it is that you need to do for yourself at this time. And realizing that others are responsible for themselves. Cancer, some of you have struggled with playing the martyr, with being the hero, with being the person that must fix everything. Again, this may have been a matter of self-preservation for you in the past, but the past is in the past. And this time now, this present moment, you do not need to take that burden on your shoulders. You only need to focus on yourself, on what it is that you need, that you wish for, that you would like to create. It is okay for you to focus on these needs and to break out of this energetic servitude. It is okay for you to put yourself first. We ask that you spend some time to think about ways in which you can honor your presence, your identity, your existence. We ask that you take time to ponder ways in which you can behave, showing that you are equal to all who are around you. And we ask that you pay attention at this time to your well-being. We ask that you have healthy boundaries. We ask that you say no when you wish to say no, and say yes when you wish to say yes. To do the things that are encouraging, inspiring, uplifting, recharging for yourself. We ask that you pay attention to the foods that feel nourishing and strengthening to you. The activities that give you a sense of revival, a sense of joy, a sense of strength. We ask that you be in tune with your body and your physical needs. We ask that you be in tune of your heart center, your emotional needs. We ask that you take time to connect with nature in its different forms. And we ask that you take time for mental health. We ask that you take breaks from pushing yourself so hard. We ask that you realize that you do not need to find all the answers immediately. That it is okay to allow for some things to develop and unfold over time. That you do not need to know everything now. We ask that you no longer allow the people around you to pull on you for their strength, their support, their needs, their necessities. And that you focus on what it is that you need in the present moment, each moment, one moment at a time. And that you give yourself permission to allow yourself to receive those things. We ask that you give yourself permission to be well. And we ask that you pay attention to developing healthy boundaries. Cancer, we ask that you find yourself ways to measure your progress that are not directly tied to outward physical incomes of finance. We ask that you not measure your progress based on titles or payments, but that you measure your progress in terms of awareness, in terms of joy, in terms of healthy emotional, mental, and physical states, and not upon external things. The measure of your success must not be tied to dollar amounts. Physical abundance is coming in for you, but first you must find your character, your priorities, your principles, your strengths. And when you begin to develop confidence in yourself based on these things, all other incoming blessings will manifest. There are times in which inflow is blocked because humans place too much importance upon them. The ego becomes inflated. As you say at times, the phrase people receiving or getting a big head because of some label or some title. Many of you are coming out of a time of humbling. Many of you are coming out of a time in which you have learned there are circumstances outside of your control. But the message that was meant to be received in this time is that regardless of the bank account, regardless of the wardrobe, regardless of the job or no job, employment or unemployment, or title or no title, that you are as worth just as much, regardless of these other measures that humans like to place upon themselves and upon one another. Once Cancer, you can understand and realize your worth as a human being. Once you can realize, Cancer, that you are worthy, that your life is precious, simply by being born into existence, your life matters. Each and every life matters. And once you are able to see yourself as a child of the universe, as a child of God, worthy and deserving, realizing that love, unconditional love, acceptance, understanding, compassion, abundance, physical needs, shelter, these are your God-given birthright. And the success that you will receive makes you no better than those who have far less than you. There is a balance you are coming into in stages. The current stage now is to understand and realize no one is above you. No one is above you. No one is above you. That you are just as valuable and just as worthy as anyone else in your current state now. And if you can remember this, if you can realize this, as your progress and success comes in, we ask that you continue in this healthy view of self, healthy view of mankind, and that you remember that these wonderful success and blessings that are coming in do not make you better than anyone else. Measure your progress by the good that you do in the world. Measure your progress by the wonderful characteristics you put out. Measure your progress by your character, your wisdom, your values. This is true legacy. You wish to leave behind a legacy. This is the true legacy. We ask that you adjust the ways in which you label yourself as successful. It is time for you to learn to soothe yourself, to nourish and nurture yourself. But it is very difficult to do this, Cancer, if you do not acknowledge your feelings. It is very difficult to do this if you feel you need to present to everyone around you that you don't care, that they don't bother you, they don't get to you. It doesn't matter what they think. And some of you don't want to cry. You say, I won't give anyone that satisfaction. I won't give anyone that satisfaction of upsetting me or hurting my feelings or making me cry. Cancer, you are a human being. You have emotions. You have feelings. And if you refuse to acknowledge your emotions and feelings, you block your flow. Understand and know that you receive from the heart center. You receive from that heart space. And when you refuse to acknowledge the heart space, you lock a very important door. You bar entry for any and all things into your path. You cannot nurture yourself if you do not acknowledge the feelings at present. And once you nurture yourself, once you console yourself, once you begin to do things that make yourself feel better in healthy, constructive, uplifting ways, you begin to shift your energy to call others into your path, into your experience, who will be nurturing towards you. When you nourish yourself, when you console yourself, when you pamper yourself, you make the statement that you deserve to receive. You make the statement that you are worthy. There may be fear in opening up. There may be uncertainty in opening up. And when you open up, you may find for some of you waves and waves of emotions, heavy emotions that want to come pouring out. We ask, Cancer, that you allow them to pour out of you, to flow out of you. Because once these heavy emotions that were held for so long are released, you open up and provide space for new positive experiences and blessings to come in. Remind yourself in moments of intense feelings that they're simply waves, like the waves of the ocean, that you will ride them out and the waters will be peaceful and still and calm again. Allow yourself to release. It will be in this release that you will open up to receive.